Yo guys, up, I got the plays for you guys for the Monday Night Football game between the Vikings and the Bears. I got 3 plays for you in this video, and we're going to be trying to flip 100 into over $500 in this prime time Monday Night Football game. First, before we do, make sure to drop a like on this video. I always appreciate it. It's free. Takes 1 second. It just helps me out so much. I'd really appreciate that if you guys could drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel either. I post free pick videos for you guys on the channel every single day, so make sure to subscribe so don't miss any of the future videos. Sunday did not go great. I will admit that. We went like 3 for 6, which again isn't amazing, but it is NFL week 1, so it's a little bit harder to bet on. While we get, further into the season, we will cash more bets. I promise you guys. We did really well last season in college football and the NFL. So even though we've been missing the last few videos, I need you guys to stay locked in with me because I promise you, while we get more statistics and stuff like that, we will continue to do better and better out throughout the entire season. With that being said, right now, like I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to try to flip $100 into over $500 in this video, which we've been doing the last couple of videos. I will leave the links to these apps down below for you guys. But right now, if you download and hop on the Sleeper app or the Parlay Play app using promo code GHOST, they will each give you a $100 deposit match off rip. Sleeper also has a 0.5 JJ McCarthy square, which is really clutch for us, and we're going to talk about that more in the video. But again, $100 for completely free when you use code GHOST. The links are down below. Just download the app, sign up. Right when you download it, it'll ask you if you have a promo code. As long as you make sure to type in code GHOST before you deposit, you will get a $100 deposit match on Sleeper and Parlay Play. And then again, if you want to ride and tail this play along with us, you could take the $100, throw it on this 3-leg, and if it cashes, you cash for over $500. And if it misses, you don't even lose or risk any of your own money because, again, it's free deposit match money. So it's a great thing to take advantage of. Again, links are down below. Just make sure to use code GHOST. I always mention that because it's the best advice I could possibly give you guys. Even if you don't want to throw the full $100 on this play, it's still a ton of free money for you, free squares and stuff like that. So again, make sure to hop on those apps using code GHOST. You can get up to $200 for free and free squares. With that being said, let's hop into the plays today. So we got Monday Night Football between Bears and Vikings. Should be a really good game. And I've been looking forward to betting on the Bears the entire offseason ever since Ben Johnson got hired as their head coach. So going into this game, knowing that Ben Johnson is their head coach, we're going to go immediately to this first play with Caleb Williams over on his passing yards. It's at 218.5. This is way too low. I do not care about this graph right here and that he's gone under 4 of his last 5 games. Literally could not care less. When you have Ben Johnson as your coach, if you guys don't even, keep up with football that much and you don't know who that is, that was the Lions offensive coordinator last season. You all know what the Lions offense did. They were one of the best, if not the best offense in the entire league last year by a lot because of Ben Johnson. He's by far the best offensive coordinator in the entire league. Now he's the head coach for the Bears. So this Bears offense is going to be a million times better than it was last season. Last season, they had arguably one of the worst coaching jobs I've ever seen. And now they're upgrading from that to literally, in my opinion, the best coach in the entire league. So it is going to be a massive jump for this offense. They're basing this line off of last season. Caleb Williams' line last season was always around 210, maybe 220. Now you have Ben Johnson as your head coach. It should not still be that. It should probably be 230, 240, probably even 250 because of how good Ben Johnson is. Now, talking about Caleb Williams and this matchup against Minnesota specifically, he obviously played Minnesota twice last season. When he played Minnesota last season at home, at the Bears, like he's playing in this game, he threw for 330 yards. And again, like I just said, remember, they had one of the worst coaches I've ever seen last season. Their offense was really bad, and he still threw for over 300 yards against this Vikings defense at home. Now at home in this game with, again, Ben Johnson as their head coach, I think their offense is going to be better. They got some more weapons. You have Tyler Warren at tight end now to pair with Cole Kmet. Rome Odunze in his second year should be a lot better. I promise you guys, this offense is going to be way better than it was last season. So if you threw for over 300 yards against them last season, I like your over here at 218. Also, I will say, and I really want to mention, so many people, I'm hearing everyone acting like the Vikings have one of the best defenses in the league. They don't. Newsflash, they literally gave up top 3 most receiving yards to wide receivers last season. They are not some stellar defense. They're not top 10. They're not even top 15. So it's not like they're the worst defense in the league by any means. But it's a good matchup for Caleb Williams, especially when his line's all the way down to 218 and a half passing yards. The second line we have, we're going to be kind of pairing with that. After what I've seen today in NFL Week 1 on Sunday, after watching every single game, the one thing that stood out to me is how much these teams are passing to running backs. So we're going to go straight to DeAndre Swift and take him over his targets at 3. This seems crazy to me, not only for the sense of it's DeAndre Swift, it's your running back 1. They don't really have a running back 2, so he's basically going to be on the field 80 to 90% of the snaps. If he's on the field that many times, you're going to throw to your running back 3 times. Even if you're just throwing it at his feet because you're about to get sacked, you're throwing it over his head out of bounds, that all still counts as a target. So with your running back 1 at 3 targets, I think worst case scenario here, he pushes and ties, gets exactly 3, and then it is what it is. It's just a push. But you can see right here, I mean, the reason he was going under last season a lot also is because his offense wasn't on the field as much. They weren't, keeping drives alive. On top of that, again, I hate to just keep going back to this Ben Johnson thing. I don't want to glaze the guy too much. But again, look at what he did with lines and how much he loved to pass to running backs. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs were averaging combined about 7 to 10 targets a game. So now that he's your coach, you don't think DeAndre Swift's going to get 3 targets? That just seems crazy to me. I think he's probably going to get 4 or more targets in this game. I mean, even in the preseason, Caleb Williams would play, a first quarter, maybe a second quarter, and he was dumping it off to the running back every third or fourth play. So I really like running backs here, but really just DeAndre Swift for his over on targets. So especially when it's all the way down at 3. Again, I think worst case scenario, this pushes at exactly 3, but I really do think he should probably have 5 targets in this game. So I like DeAndre Swift over his targets at 3. His receiving yards at 14.5 also I was looking at. That's not bad either, but I'm just going to take his receiving targets at 3 right there. Next play we have is going to be J.J. McCarthy under 221.5 passing yards. So obviously this is his debut. We're all going to see how he plays in the NFL. Personally, I have never been big on J.J. McCarthy. I was saying it since he was back at Michigan. I never really thought the dude was that good. I think at Michigan he seemed really good. Yeah, he won a national championship, but let's be real. He won a national championship because he went hike, handoff, 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 handoff. I mean, the guy had barely any passing attempts every single game he played. If you look at when he did play at Michigan, he never once threw over 200 yards in his last season at Michigan. He never threw over 200 yards against a ranked opponent. So I've never really seen him do, that well in college against good opponents. So he's got to prove it to me before I'm going to start taking his over all the way at 221.5 passing yards. He did go over that in college one time against a ranked opponent, but it's because the game went to overtime, and then even then he barely went over. So I almost don't even want to count that. But I mean, his line's really high also. I mean, 221.5 passing yards is higher than Caleb Williams, which is insane to me. I really don't know why. Yes, the Vikings have good weapons. You have TJ Hawkinson. Obviously, you have Justin Jefferson, who's amazing, but you don't have Jordan Addison in this game either. If you guys don't know, he's suspended for the first 3 games of the season. So you don't have Jordan Addison. You really just have TJ Hawkinson and Justin Jefferson. They did pick up Adam Thielen, who I love Adam Thielen. I think he's a great player, but he's not a game-changing kind of player. I don't think he's going to go off for 100-plus yards or probably even 70-plus yards. So, yes, Adam Thielen's a good pickup, but I don't think he's going to fill in for Jordan Addison. So, with Jordan Addison out on top of that, I do love his under at 221 passing yards, even though they have a great coach, Kevin O'Connell, who's going to drop some nice plays for him. He might get 200 yards. He might even get 210 yards. I don't think he's going to get 221 yards, especially in his debut. And hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's his debut. It's week 1. You never know. We really have no stats to base that off of other than his college career. But again, in my opinion, I was never that high on him. The Chicago defense isn't atrocious, so I think they're going to, play pretty well here and keep him under 221.5 passing yards. So that's going to be the 3 leg I have for you guys right here for this game on Monday. I really do like these 3 picks, even though the picks didn't go perfect on Sunday. I do think we have some good picks here on Monday. And again, if you guys want to, you can go right now. Use code GHOST on Sleeper. Get $100 on Parlay Play. Get $100. When you do, if you want to ride this play and drop a comment down below if you're going to tail this with us, you could throw that $100 right on this play on Sleeper. And right here, if it cashes, you cash for $540. And again, that's zero risk to you because it's just a deposit match money. They give it to you for free. And then Parlay Play, same exact thing. You cash for $517 if that cashes. But again, I just always tell you guys that because it's free money for you guys. So even if you don't want to throw the full $100 on this play, it's literally free $200 for you guys. It takes maybe 5 minutes to sign up. And again, ton of free money, free squares for you guys. This JJ McCarthy square also absolutely love that on sleeper. I mean, my two favorite plays are easily Caleb Williams over passing yards and DeAndre Swift. Easily my two favorite plays. So if you don't love the JJ McCarthy under, I would highly recommend to hop on sleeper right now so that you could do JJ McCarthy with this free square right here, and then pair that up with the Caleb Williams and DeAndre Swift squares. I think that three-man would be perfect. Obviously, you got the free JJ McCarthy cash right here, and then you just need Caleb Williams and DeAndre Swift to play pretty well, and then you will cash for a good amount of money. But again, these links are down below. Just make sure to use code GHOST before you sign up. That way you can get $200 for free and a free square for this Monday Night Football game. Other than that, guys, these are the three plays I got for you for this game on Monday. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you next video.